this is the Division 8D recap. vikingkop's division, who is also here, eating the chetos he's have left from the other recap.
No, I've run out of cheddars. My belly's also full.
Aw, feels bad. Well, the division is awaiting. Let's see how everyone did last week. 5 matches, because it is the small division. Let's
hmm
go. Ooh, Pete taking a 2-0 victory over the Chofs. We said it's going to be a rather difficult matchup for him, but it seems like he just annihilated the Dwarves. 51 blocks, 12
Kind
armor
of.
breaks, and 6
One,
removals, even a death.
one death, one permanent agi bust, if I remember correctly from what I've read from Thomas T report. Thomas T Team of the Week report is available already in rebel.net. Go, don't miss it, guys.
Yeah, it's good.
51 blocks sustained. So it was
Now,
the Dark Elves
when
hitting
it's a
and hitting
Nigel,
and hitting the turfs. There's a
both
Nigel.
guard guys are permanently injured.
Well, one is
That,
dead, right?
well, no, there were
Ah,
two, and one
one
is
is
Nigel.
Nigel. Oh, I am
That
so sad.
that might need to be fired. It's going to hurt.
Well, Agility 1 can be line of scrimmage fodder,
Well,
so I don't
agility
care
one
about
is
that.
you don't care anyway. He's not dodging or picking up the ball because he's
Well,
movement
he's
4.
dodging in a 5 plus like Saurus.
Yeah, some would argue it made him better at dodging.
Yes, get wrecked, George. Yes, George deserves to die. I approve.
They do, but that's a painful start. And Pete taking quite a nice victory.
Ooh, he's missing 2 chores next round. Who won the lottery and is facing him next round? We will see. We will see.
House Fairy Ball, so that's Dreamify Elven Union team.
Oh, Dream of I Elves is going to fight against only 4 bloggers.
That's a nice matchup. But
Yeah,
we'll
for
look
him.
into that in a bit. We've seen this match result before. The Innuendo Bingo took down 1-0 against House Fairy Ball, which is Dreamify's team. So that was a nice result for Mikali with his orc team. After that, another result. We haven't seen this one. The
Oh,
Intellectuals Chaos, or the other Chaos team, not your, took a 2-0 victory on T. I believe Mato is the coach of this Chaos team.
yeah, indeed. This is the intellectual chaos, or maybe I should say smart chaos, because of the team build is going to be smart, not silly like mine. But who knows? And yeah, 2-0 win against T is really a good start.
Yeah,
Although I think I saw some injuries from caused by T, I would say.
well, he did get 4
I don't
injuries, but
remember.
I don't remember it. I don't believe anything was
No
permanent.
perms, no perms,
Yeah,
no, no, no.
and some good
Nice.
level ups. Like, I believe he leveled up a warrior, which is very nice for him
Yeah, it's
going
always good to
forward.
level a warrior.
Yes, the team is
And Young Sheldon has 1 SPP. That's cool.
he's
Because he's
he's getting,
MVP range, huh? This
yeah,
kind of elf. Elf, I told you, smart chaos.
very
These are
smart.
smart guys.
Yeah, T taking a loss, but I believe T is going into the ogre season expecting nonsense and silliness, and I believe he's getting that. After
He needs
that,
more. He needs more ogres.
yeah, you need to get all 6. Only 4 right now, and not many rerolls either.
Yeah, he lost one in the
Like,
Greenhorn,
he
maybe.
lost the Big Al.
Oh, come on.
It's always Big Al. Well, yeah, you were playing ogres, Mato. No one can be surprised that you get a lot of SPP from ogres.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
oh,
playing Nobblers.
it's SPP pinatas.
Yeah.
After
Oh,
that,
diving tackles in the Nobblers. I like that.
I think we have seen, like this result, we have seen Inter the dead dimensional bullshit took down the Chakwa Lions. So Toast guy getting the 2-1 victory on the Hive with his undead, which is another start for the season. He's definitely a big name here. Him and Pete.
He is a big name. He has a big team. He already has Block Mummy. It's a cool team, and I am so lucky to face him next week.
Well, we look into that in a bit. And last, the Sci-Fi Story took down the Marvelous Mutant. So vikingkop, you lost.
Yeah, I did lose. Oh, I'm sad. Well, it was a good game. I enjoyed it a lot. Things were simply not happening for me, and in the end, the lizard bullshit of Skin picking the ball, one die block, bringing my ball carrier down, pick up the ball, no rerolls, dodge, go for it. You can't stop that
Yeah,
when it happens.
The skink army is strong at times. When the
Yeah,
skinks are united, nothing can stop them.
yeah. But Suction Sullivan got MVP and he got blocked, so I'm
Yes,
happy with that.
a nice level up. And that's the end because this is the small division. Well, let's look into next week matches. First of all, the Sci-Fi Sorry versus G-Man Don't Mess With Me. So that's, uh, I believe, Cthulhu Collector facing off against Pete and his Dark Elves. How
Um,
did they get
um,
any level up from this match, vikingkop against you?
not actually, but I must say that the guard Crocs was huge in
Yeah,
this
Gar
matchup.
is really good in long
Was
PV
huge.
play.
He gave me so much pain, so many headaches. Really, I even misplaced my players in the line of scrimmage for 2-day blocks with him in the middle. I screwed it. So, but yes, still, the team is looking nice. He got a couple of levels, I think, plus movement,
Yeah, and the sidestep.
sidestep. So it's cool. No MVPs for the Saudi or Sauruses or whatever. Only one block guard Crocs, but the team he has in front of him is going to bring him the pain. These dark elves are
Yeah,
really,
this.
really dangerous.
Yeah, Pete is a very strong coach. He doesn't have too much in terms of skills. He only played one greenhorn game, but he already has a tackle, mighty blow, blitzer, and a blodger. So that tackle, mighty blow is going to be so good versus kings.
It's going to be awesome. Plus, also the witch elf with enough assists will be a good surfer.
Yeah, well, it's difficult to surf a Saurus because they are
And
pretty
Blood's
strong.
Blitzer is a very good ball carrier too.
Yeah, like he has the ball carrier and he has the killer. Like this is a tough matchup for the Lizards. They will need some damage
Mm,
to try and
they
get
will
an
need.
advantage.
Also, the dark elves only have two rerolls. That makes a small difference, but can give him the edge. But still, I'm sorry, Tool Collector, but you are not going to have a great time unless you get some crazy dice and
Yeah,
good
this
removals.
is a tough matchup for the Lizards, and Pete is a good coach as well. That mighty blow blitzer is definitely going to go to town hunting those skinks. But if the skinks survive, they might be able to pull some shenanigans, especially with plus movement. Like the lizards can one turn, while the dark elves are not very good at it, especially against strength 4 pieces from the lizards. So we might see the one turner making a one turn and saving the day for this match.
Uh, Not confident on that.
Toast guy about taking tackle on the mighty low. I like yes, it's really good for this matchup, but in general, I like taking tackle on the guy with mighty blow before
Oh
dodge,
yes, yes.
just to
If he's
make
your
sure he can
killer, he needs
kill.
to be a good killer.
Like dodge
Definitely,
is
definitely.
nice, but tackle is really synergizing with the mighty blow there.
And what next? What after that?
The next matchup or the next for
No,
Pete?
the next kill for the guard. Sorry for the mighty blow tackle.
Well, after that, you
Major.
probably do take dodge because it's just good. He's an elf. But
Hmm.
if you roll like piling on, then jump up is also really good. Then you can take pro as well, like regardless of piling on. So like if you don't roll the second double, so like mighty blow, tackle, dodge, sidestep, and pro is pretty nice overall. You can take maybe dauntless to try and kill some stronger pieces. You have some options as an elf. But yeah, second matchup, interdimensional bullshit against Marvelous Mutants. We talked about
Haha.
this one a bit.
I will
Let's look
have
into
my revenge.
doubt. I have doubt.
Maybe.
Lots of doubt.
You shouldn't doubt that much. I have another block piece. So I have three block already. And claw my claw.
And tentacles.
Tentacles.
Yes, but
Tentacles.
are you going to get a bench for this match? Because you
Ah,
do have the
yes.
money.
I will have probably one bench for this game.
So two
Because
beastmen,
last one I did not lose any piece. Incredible. I was
unbelievable.
amazed.
Well, you're up against quite a difficult team to defeat. Toast Guy has A nice start for an undead. Block Mummy, block Mighty Blow White, a Dirty Player, and Wrestle and Strip Ball on the ghouls.
If I get the bench, he's going to get a bribe, but I can't
So,
load it is.
yeah, you don't get the
I
bribe
don't
so
have
early.
I don't have tackle. Well, I need to fish for powers and try to remove,
Well,
I know,
you have
positional.
both down against the ghouls. Both of them will get knocked down by both down.
Yeah. Yeah. No mighty blow, it sucks. But okay, I will try my best as usual, and it will be a
Yeah,
good game. Toast is a cool guy.
yeah, but I cannot support you in terms of winning this match because I'm definitely expecting a win for the undead.
Boo. Boo.
Well, you don't trust me against metal. You don't get to boo me.
Okay, that's boo boo. Fair enough. Boo. So, did we lose connection again? Yes. Meow 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 meow.
Just a second. I had some diversions happening, but yeah, I don't trust you to win the match. And
Boo.
you did not support me against metal, so you don't even get that help.
Oops.
Well, next we had a match played. The Smart Chaos lost to the Chakwa Lions, so a win for
Mm, mm,
Wrecked
mm, mm,
and some
mm,
level ups, I
mm.
believe. Yeah, we see a level up on the lineman.
And we see a dead blitzer too.
Ooh, ouch.
Tee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Believe you've seen this match
Yeah,
result already, but a lot of
I've
SPP
seen the.
for the
Oh,
Elves.
come on! That's
Yeah,
SPP Fiesta.
yeah, that's 16 SPP, but also 13 for the Chaos. So
17
not that,
for the high elves. That's good.
yeah, like,
Anything that is above 10 is acceptable for any team, especially for chaos.
yes. Well,
Oops.
a nice SPP gain for the Chaos, but not ideal in terms of winning.
Oh, good development. No. We've seen this before. Now
Yes.
the team is looking nice. Looking
Yes.
nice.
After that, the Innuendo Bingo is going up against T's Bonehead Bunch.
Okay, Inman the
That's
bingo.
Mikali's Orcs against T's Ogres. That's another awkward match for T.
Orc word match.
But yeah, T, couple dirty, diving tackle nobblers, a block ogre, and a pomb break tackle ogre. And
He
only
has no
two
bench.
rerolls.
Well, he can't buy novelist because he needs more ogres.
Yeah,
Oh,
like you want to get the 6 ogres as fast as you can, and he
he
definitely
will have
wants more
one nobler.
rerolls. Like,
What inducements can he get?
not a lot considering that he only gets about 200,000 in inducements against the Innuendo Bingo, and they have some nice level ups with 2 guard blitzers, a tackler
Oh, a
as well.
tackler.
That's gonna murder some noblars, and
Yeah,
2 Blackhawks with block, and a lineman
that's
with
cool.
block.
No, this team is looking very nice. The alignment should have dirty player, but besides that,
Yeah, the team is nice. This is going to be a nice matchup for them to try and level up some Blackhawks with the nobler SPP. He is not going to have an easy time, but he might be able to induce a reroll or two to try and have a shot at this, because only 2 rerolls is really bad for ogres.
yeah, two rerolls really suck.
Yeah, like you need to reroll those boneheads.
Well, two reroll for ogres.
That's very
Maybe like three
little.
roll 6 ogres, something like that. But yes, you need more.
Like
Yes.
usually you want to have like 4 or 5 when you have all the ogres, maybe even 6. Because
No, six. I think is too many.
well, the thing
But
is,
four, like I said.
when you move 6 ogres a turn, one of them is very much likely to bonehead. So and ideally you would like to be able to reroll some of the boneheads. And you also 1 in 9 a lot because you don't have a lot of block. And you need to rely on agility 3 or agility 2 for pickups and some dodges as well because your team is pretty weak. So you definitely like a lot of rerolls as ogres because you fail a lot. Well, with that, that's the 4th match, and for the last match, the Chaotic Predatory against the House Ferryball. So that's Shorfs versus Elven Union.
Well,
The
that is
Chorfs are
that
missing.
some remains of the chores.
Yes, they are going to get two loners for this
Mm,
match, so a
mm,
little bit of inducements.
questioning here. Would fire one of these guard blockers, maybe the nickel one,
Yeah,
and get
I
a new
would
one?
definitely consider firing the Niggled one, because Niggle is a very devastating injury. When you reach that high TV play,
It's only 7 SPP, so it's not that big deal. It will give also another chore for the next match against elves.
yeah,
Huh.
but that would
Huh.
mean you're not getting, like, you would get very little in terms of inducement. Those Chorfs are playing against the House Fireball from Dreamify. They have a lot of dodge, but that's not the matchup where you can use that dodge really.
They
4
have
dodge
those.
going into this match and movement 8 blitzer.
Why don't they have cash? What did they do with the cash?
Well,
Ah, new blitzer.
yeah.
I see it.
So yeah, this possibly might be a nice matchup for Dreamify because there are a couple of Chorfs missing. If it doesn't replace that, there will only be 4 tackle and maybe that's not enough to deal with this dodge. But either way, like, he will face some damage because he is only 87.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's, you hope to try and get away from the damage. This is usually a very bad matchup, but he might be able to take a win from here, and that's what matters in the end. Yeah, those guy 4 rerolls from Dreamify is like he used 4 rerolls on his Dark Elves. I know he really
Mm.
likes that 4th reroll, but yeah, and he does definitely play balls to the walls, but there is a price to start so early with 4 rerolls. But yeah, I believe that is all for this week for Division 8D. Anything you want to say, Viking Cop?
Mm.
That was Viking Cop saying very little.
Ah, yeah, it was on mute or something.
No,
We are
I
losing
heard you do
connection again.
like sounds.
Yeah, well, I hope that everybody has a nice week. They have fun. I really hope that I'm able to beat Toast, although the odds are not in my favor. But still, he knows that I'm going to do my best. And yes, let's see us back next week.
Oh, well, I will give. Oh, Steve is trying to say something, but I will answer Mato. I disagree that 3 rerolls is bloaty. 3 rerolls is really good as a start on Pro Elves. That's
No,
what they
no,
get.
3 rerolls is what you need minimum,
Yeah,
and
like
4 is
all
reasonable.
all the elf teams aim for 3 rerolls eventually anyway. Starting with it is really good, but I'm not sure about like 4 reroll can be too much. It really depends on playstyle. Like usually Dreamify uses it well, so I trust him to make that decision. He's a pretty good coach. This is the wrong recap for the. Well, I mean, I'll turn off the recap and then we will look at a random result that Steve wants us to see. So, yeah, Viking Cop, thanks for joining me.
Thanks again.
Yeah, it was good, even though this one is a lot shorter. And thanks for chat and people in the YouTube that actually bother to watch this. And we will see you next week.